What is up, guys? Norse Digital Assets coming at you with another video. This video is going to be on CKB. Before we start the video, I want to cover a couple things that I've been seeing floating around Twitter here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Norse Digital Assets. A few things I've been seeing around on Twitter is this idea that YouTubers are out there just to say whatever they can, do whatever they can, and just to get as many followers or subscribers as they possibly can, and yada yada yada. To me, that is a complete lie. It's a complete bag of shit, to be honest. I follow plenty of other YouTube channels, and for the most part, this channel and the channels that I follow, they're normal people. They're not there to pump their bags. They don't have that kind of influence over the market, or they would be billionaires. I mean, they don't have that kind of influence to pump their bags, first of all. And second of all, they're there for the most part just to, yes, in the long run you can make money from YouTube, but at the end of the day, the biggest thing is I believe a lot of these people are good people. They're actually trying to help, and no one has a crystal ball. Everyone is trying to predict things as best as they can, and they're just trying to help people make money in crypto. And YouTube can teach you a lot. You can go from knowing nothing about crypto to knowing a lot. So I just wanted to cover that first and foremost, and we'll dive into the CKB video now. We'll take a look at the chart here. So CKB, so on the 4-hourly here, CKB, yes, it gets dragged down. Bitcoin has been dragging everything down, unfortunately. I am still bullish on Bitcoin. I said that in my video the other day. I've just been kind of busy lately. You know how the grind is. You got to do a lot of stuff to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your house. There's a lot going on in your own life, so there's a lot of stuff to do. But Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin's been dragging CKB down just like it's dragged all these other coins down, basically. What I am seeing here on the 4-hourly is a very miniature inverse head and shoulders here. Boom, 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 boom. Going back to December 3rd here. If you were to just drop a neckline here, or even a little lower, and you just kind of measure this out, and then there's going to be a disclaimer on this after I measure this out here. What this would do is basically take us up back to that 3-cent level, roughly 3.1 cents, which would be nice. It'd take us back to that level where we were before Bitcoin had that flash crash towards 42,000 or whatever you want to call it. So that would be very nice. The way that this would happen and actually play out is if the market as a whole has some more upside to it, as in Bitcoin finds a little bit of strength, finds a little bit of momentum. We don't know what's going to happen right now. There are some influencers like Blockchain Backer, and I'm not sure Credible Crypto his full stance, but there are a number of influencers pointing to the fact that we may be seeing that Bitcoin dominance is going to fall from here. It's at 40%, that it's going to continue to fall, and we're going to get altcoin season starting soon or now, and the altcoins are going to go crazy over the next months, and that Bitcoin's run is over. So that's their kind of thesis. Right now, I disagree with that whole thesis. I disagree with that. My mind can change later if some certain things happen. If Bitcoin continues to fall, doesn't find any momentum, doesn't find any strength, it doesn't have any price action, it continues to fall, and more time goes on and I get more data, my mind could change. I showed, let's see here, Bitcoin. So I showed on the weekly what would make me go bearish on Bitcoin, and what would is right now we are sitting right here, right below the 20 EMA. We dropped down to the 1414 Fibonacci on this wick. We've come back up here, and we're sitting right here, right below the 20 EMA. What would make me go bearish on Bitcoin, and what would make me think that altcoin season was coming next, would be as if Bitcoin rolls below the 55 EMA, which is roughly 43,000, rolls below it, hits its head, and just gets rejected and continues to roll, and the 20 EMA, this green line, starts to roll down to come over and cross the 55 EMA. And this is on the weekly. That's what would make me go bearish. But at this point in time right now, you have your lower low, a higher low, and a higher low right now. You have a high and you have a higher high still. So you still have the structure and support for continuation. Not only that, the entire 3 months, the entire like June, July, the whole summer, that whole thing was basically a condensed bear market. We just were in a bear cycle. Instead of it stretching out over a year, it happened over like 3 months. So we just came out of that with all coins. The entire market just came out of that. So the fact that we need to go back to that again already, that doesn't necessarily add up to me. I've also covered in the video I released the other day the fact that no matter where this 4 is, even if I put this 4 out here or here, wherever it is, we haven't gone through the steps through the wave 5 yet. On the 2017 bull run, we came up past, we did the 786 on the 1, the 1618 on the 3, correct back down, and then the 5 was up towards the 2272. Same thing here. The 1 is the 786, corrects down. The 3 is the 1618 Fibonacci, correct back down. And then you have that last and final wave blow off top before you have that major correction over a year's time. So basically, it's just not making sense to me that Bitcoin would be done right now. I believe Bitcoin will have more upside. I do remember seeing, we'll go back to the CKB chart. I do remember seeing a Raoul Paul video in the past, and he was saying that the markets could take the path of most pain. They could basically, there could be a massive sell-off in December. Everyone thinks it's over, and then the market rips again and leaves everyone behind that got out of their positions, etc. I was thinking that there would be a bigger run before that sell-off we just saw, but could also be whale manipulation. So keep that in mind. You had so much leverage in the markets for Bitcoin. All these margin calls, all this money that is leveraged and borrowed in the market, and if it is manipulated by whales and Bitcoin's price drops, it liquidates people's portfolios on the exchanges. It'll liquidate their Bitcoin. It'll make them sell. It will force sell all of their stuff out of their portfolio, and that's how you saw this cascade down. Back to CKB. Good news is CKB is holding really strong. Let's remove all drawings here. Just had to kind of tie that in with the market. But CKB is holding really strong. Whether the altcoin season whether Bitcoin is done now and it's going to continue to drop from 40% dominance down and altcoin season's coming next, or Bitcoin's still going to have a major run in altcoin seasons later. Either scenario, CKB is holding very strong and looks very strong for a nice run. So we got that going. On the weekly, when we're zoomed out, we haven't looked at the weekly on CKB on this channel a lot, but it's very healthy. It wicked and bounced off the 20 EMA, very strong, nice space between them here and sitting above it, not below it, not even needing the 55 as support. All good signs. Let's go to the daily here. On the daily, it looks like we got a little bit of green here. The last 3 days, green the last 3 days here, that has stopped the 20 EMA. It's flattened it out. You saw the 20 EMA was starting to roll, and you could get this death cross on the daily, which we don't really want. If Bitcoin recovered or the market recovered, this would reverse anyways, sort of like this here, and it would just be really short-lived. But if it's a real into the bear market, you're going to get something like that. Or into the bull market, it's going to be something like that, where you're going into the bear market and you're going to get something that looks like this, which you really don't want, which at the end of an altcoin season or bull run, I would be calling from the rooftops that it's get out, get out, get out, unless you're an extremely long-term holder. I will say also, I'm going to point out one more thing really quick on Bitcoin, and then we'll come right back to CKB. I will also say that I've talked many times on this channel about dead cat bounces. What I will say is this does have the look of a dead cat bounce, I will say, and it's kind of ugly. But the reason why my mind is not made up that it's a dead cat bounce is because we just had 2-3 months of a major Bitcoin cut from 64,000 down to 28. It was a bear cycle, through the summer. It just did that. We also have not completed anything with Elliott Wave Theory. The Wave 5, sentiment's good, adoption's good, institutional money's coming in, and also the whales are buying the dip right now. None of the things you would typically see when a bull run is over or when Bitcoin's run is over. So I do not personally think that Bitcoin's run is over. All my price predictions on all my videos that I've put out so far still remain true to this day. And those are all based off of probabilities of Fibonacci's, the 1618, the 2272 log fib. Those are just based off of probabilities. No one can call these things perfect, but a lot of the times these coins really do go straight to those points and find resistance at those points, trace back a little bit, and then they make a major run towards that next Fibonacci level, find resistance, and then sit there, and then the bull run is over. So that's where those calls come from. None of those are changing on any of the videos I have made. Let's see here. So yeah, CKB does look strong because those 3 candles in a day are flattening out the 20 EMA. That's nice to see. Will we get anything out of this movement here on the stock RSI? Usually on the daily, like I've said many times, usually when it gears up and gets ready to go, the price usually follows this stock RSI. When it's looking like, you know, this might be a little bit of a lagging indicator, but when it starts pointing up and getting ready to go, it usually is. But what is the rest of the market going to do? CKB is at the mercy of Bitcoin and the rest of the market also. You know, there are outliers that can make runs, etc., but it is a little bit of at the mercy of the market. Overall, still bullish on CKB. None of my price predictions are changing. No one has the timetable on any of this. If you've watched a lot of my videos, none of my price predictions have timetables on them. I've always said at the end of the bull run, when the bull run is over, I've said it could be December, it could be early January, it could also be March, April, May. It could definitely be before July, because July is a very dumpy month. But just overall, I've never said, you know, CKB 13 cents January or something like that. I've never said that. So I'm not giving you timetables. The price predictions are off the fibs. And at the end of the day, like I said at the start of the video, I have tens and tens of thousands of dollars in this market. I mean, I put in another 2,400 over the weekend, but I have tens of thousands of dollars on various coins, and I have about 25 different cryptos right now. As far as YouTubers just trying to do this and do that and whatever, I don't buy that at all. Even BitBoy and some of these other guys, I've watched plenty of them, and I believe they're actually, even if they're narcissistic a little bit at times and their head gets a little bit big and whatever, at the end of the day, I think they're actually good dudes that are actually trying to inform people, help people, and they're showing their portfolios, they're showing exactly what they're doing, their calls and all of that. So at the end of the day, like, this whole thing about how YouTubers are scammers and they're all wrong and none of them know anything and whatever, I don't buy into any of that. You've seen that a lot around Twitter if you're on Twitter. But at the end of the day, no, I'm bullish on everything. Maybe this is this fear and this narrative that it's over and Bitcoin's not going to have another run and whatever. Maybe that is the narrative that we needed to be extremely contrarian, that once everyone's thinking that it's over, everyone's thinking, oh, it's done, Bitcoin's run is over, that's when it'll actually go. So that's just how markets work. They're going to take that path of most pain. So that's my outlook on CKB right now. I showed you on the 4-hourly that if we can get some momentum out of the market and some strength, as long as Bitcoin doesn't just dump below, 50,000 and start heading to like 48, then this right here, what I'm showing you, would make no sense. It would be completely invalidated. If Bitcoin shows some strength, we'll return back to 3 cents rather easily, based off of this here. This is going back to December 3rd. So that would be nice to return to our level pre Bitcoin crash. As long as it doesn't crash again or lose all of its momentum, we should continue some nice movement for CKB. And I'm going to try to get some more videos out to you. I've just gotten really busy actually in my own life. It's not even really about the market being down. I can always make videos on support levels, where to accumulate, etc. Like I said, I spent 2,400 this weekend. I got Astro Swap, a Cardano DEX. I got StormX, which was extremely cheap this weekend, and VeChain dipped off the map completely, and I happened to catch it at 7.5 cents, even though it's been at 11, 12, 13, 16 cents for a while. Somehow it just it dropped all the way down to like 5 cents. I caught it at 7.5 cents. So that was like a nice buy too, I believe. So still bullish, and I'm going to try to get some more material out. Just had to cover a lot in this video, and smash up the like button. Please smash the like button. Let's get this video to like 30, 40, 50 likes. If we can get 50 likes, that'd be nice. I haven't put out as much material lately. Click subscribe down here in the bottom right hand corner. If you can see my logo, click it. Click subscribe, or click subscribe below like normal if you're on a phone and you can't see my logo. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm going to get some more coins out here, so be on the lookout for that. If I put out, maybe I'll do some Cardano and some other coins. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Cardano, so that's what's next. And thank you for subscribing. Thanks for watching this video if you made it this far. Thanks for sticking with my channel, and we're going to continue to put out content. So we will see you in the next video. See ya.